Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we're going to be showing you how to make Maakouda. Cue the music. Alright, well welcome back and thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you joining us from whatever platform you're watching our show on. Thanks so much for being here. Like I said, we're going to be making Maakouda, so let's drop down here and see what our ingredients are for this. We have got 2 cups of mashed potatoes, 1 egg, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, a half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of some coriander, a little bit of salt and pepper, a cup of all-purpose flour, and some vegetable oil for frying. Let's start making it. All right, we got ourselves a large bowl here. We're going to put everything into. Don't forget that the recipe is in the first pinned comment or in the description box below. So go ahead and check that out after, of course, you watch the video. Now we're going to add our potatoes. These are pre-cooked mashed potatoes that I brought home from work because I had some left over. So we're just going to put those into the large bowl. We're going to take our parsley, dump that right on in there. All of our seasonings, the turmeric, the cumin, a little bit of salt and pepper, the coriander, our garlic, and then we're going to add our, I'm going to go and mix these up before we add our eggs, just to kind of incorporate all of that we put in there into it before we add our egg in there. Mix that up really, really well with your hands, or you can use a spoon, whatever you like. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this glove off because I'm going to clean up a little bit. We'll transition into our next little scene here. Alright, so I've got another bowl that I'm going to put our flour in. And the rest of that salt and pepper that we had. I'm just going to mix this up. I'm going to set it off to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a spoon or a scoop and we're going to try to get equal amounts of the mixture. What we're going to do is we're just going to roll them into balls and then flatten them a little bit. Put them right on in to our flour, cover them with flour, and then and just set them right on a plate like this. So I'll continue to do these. Try to get equal amounts. You can use a scoop. If you got a cookie scoop, those are awesome to have too. Alright, I got 8. Depending on your scoop size and what you do for how small of a patty that you want, you'll get a different yield. But I got 8 using what I did. So now that we've got the patties all ready to go, let's head over to our stovetop and see what's going on over there. Alright, as you can see, we've got our patties back there. Got a little bit of oil. I'm going to focus in our pan here because that's where we're going to be cooking them in. And we'll start frying these up. Alright, I've got some oil in there. I'm going to let that oil get hot because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be shallow frying these in this pan. Not deep frying them, we're going to shallow fry them. And we just want enough of the oil to just kind of get up about a little bit, about halfway up the patty. Then we're going to flip it over and cook it on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and put one in just to see what happens, if it's ready to fry or not. Not really. So we'll just leave that in there as an indicator of when the pan is hot enough and the oil is hot enough. So we'll just leave that in there. Alright, we can see that one's starting to bubble now. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of them right on in. Now you make sure you don't crowd them in the pan. You want to leave a little bit of room for them to cook and also to be able to turn them over. So you can only get about 6 of these puppies in there. You just want to go about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. Brown them up nice. You remember you're working with raw product in here, the egg, so you want to get it up to at least 145, 160 degrees in there somewhere. And you want to get it in a nice color crust and also cook. The potatoes are cooked, but you want to get them fried nicely. So you want to make sure that you're letting them cook. Get a nice color on there. Let me flip this one, or I flipped it over a little earlier. Okay, we're getting the color. You see the brown, that's the brown right there that we're trying to achieve. So I'm just going to leave it alone and let it cook. There we go. We got a nice crust on that one. Beautiful color. Let's flip them all over. Let those cook nice. Then what we're going to do is, I got some paper towel here. I'm just going to transfer them onto that, let them drain a little bit. Cook the last two there, and then we will plate these up, take some gorgeous pictures of them for social media, and then come back and taste these. So don't go anywhere. We're going to try these out. Let's give these a try. I know typically that these are served in flatbread with some hot sauce. It's a street food in Morocco and Tunisia, Northern Africa, but it's put into a flatbread with some hot sauce and they eat it like that. I don't have any flatbread, but I do have a little tremola here that we made in an earlier show, and some Moroccan hot sauce here. So I'll put a little bit of hot sauce on there and a little bit of tremola on the other side of it, and we're going to try both of those. And the one thing I did notice with the two that I had left that we didn't cook, I flattened those out a little bit more like a pancake, and they cooked faster, they crisped up nicer, and the insides were cooked a little more. I think these are going to be a little bit undercooked in the middle, but they still look and smell delicious. So there's the one that we got with a little bit of the tremola. Wow. Very delicate flavor. Very delicate texture. Some good flavors in there though, with the coriander and the garlic. Cumin. You can taste that. Crispy, very crispy. Now we'll try it with the hot sauce, Moroccan hot sauce. I'm not sure if it's harissa or not, but it's a jar I bought when I was goofing around in the grocery store, because I like to buy stuff that I don't know what it is. Oh, that's really good with that hot sauce. That is really good. Nice, crispy on the outside, very soft on the inside, and then you accompany it with that sauce. Very good, very nice street food. I can see why it's one of the most popular dishes in the Maghreb. All right, the recipe, like I said, is in the description box or in the first pinned comment. Go ahead and do yourself a favor, check this out. Make these if you got extra mashed potatoes. It's not outside your comfort zone at all. It's real easy. Don't forget to check out my seasoning shop, www.itsonlyfood.biz. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. A little bit of both. Bye-bye.
These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping